Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Is it this one? Yeah, sure. And this is No Man's Land. Lots to talk about because quite a lot's happened since I was last on here, or at least last on here recording. I hope everyone is well. Apologies again for the delay, the gap, the silence, the whatever. Life has been a little bit mad. Life is still mad, but I was determined to put some of this out and just catch you up with everything that's been going on. Sure, we are in No Man's Land. Quite a lot has changed since the last video, which I probably should have watched, actually, to be fair, before I started recording, because I don't remember where we were or when that was and what we did. But anyway, it's been so long it's almost irrelevant, to be honest. So it is January, start of a new year, new beginnings. We're in what year? Where are we now? 8 January, year 8. That'll probably be on the thumbnail if I think about it. Yeah, we're just taking some sorghum up to the grain mill up here to make some pig food. Pigs are getting a bit low. We'll do a bit of a catch up on the map and what's going on where at some point. As you can see, new truck. Do like it, and a new trailer too. I was planning on replacing the other one. This isn't going to be easy, is it? Oh well, we'll manage. But actually, at the moment, I'm still using both of them, so that actually didn't help. Go away, cat. No, the fact that you cannot get round there means I don't want you to. I'm in a bit of a funny position, to be honest. That's not helpful, is it? I've not got a space yet at home in the UK that's mine. So part of the reason I haven't recorded, partly also just life's been just mad. But I've been back here for 2 months now, settling in slowly. Still got some boxes to unpack. Madness in the run up to Christmas, all of that. But yeah, I don't have a space that is mine. So apologies actually for this video, the next video, whatever. The setup is clearly not the same as was. Am I being really stupid? I thought I had to bring sorghum up here, or is that all it takes? Is it already taken all it takes? Is that why? Probably should have switched the icons off, but never mind. I mean, it's running doing something. What have I got it doing? Sorghum pig food. It was already full. Had I already done that? You see, this is the problem. I'd left the trailer under the silo, but not put something in it. And I thought I had to put sorghum in it. That's kind of embarrassing. Oh, well, there you go. I should have looked. So what have I got? Yeah, so what? Okay, let's just quickly squiz through here. So a few things to update, actually. Okay, so let's do this in the beginning. Blah, blah, blah. Come on. All the way up. Let's see where we are. Fine. Most things are running. I've got the wood. The sawmill was running, so I've got more wood now and planks. The sawmill's run out again, so I need to cut some more trees down. We catch up on a little bit of that information in a minute. These are all fine. This is all fine. These are all fine. Have I got enough? I keep running out of premium potatoes. Yep, so there's enough of those just to keep that running for a minute. The tofu factory is still running. I've now got it running on all 3. I'm desperate to run this down so I can remove it, but it just seems a shame to waste products, right? I'm running some stuff in this just because at some point I had distribution on, and as you can see, I haven't got icons for everything, which means I can't make everything, but those that I have got icons for, I can make, which is why part of the reason I want to get rid of the tofu factory, just to release some sort of space for products, right? These tree nurseries, these are also going. I might just get rid of this at some point, to be honest. The other 3 have all run out of water. I've run out of snow at the water production facility. So these have all run out of water, except this one, which for some reason is still running. It's very slow. They don't produce much, or they don't produce. Yeah, they run really slowly, and what they produce isn't worth a lot, which is quite realistic. Fine, but it's taking up 1, 2, 3, 4 product types, so I can, I'm running it down. At some point I might just get rid of it. It's really only the water that and water doesn't cost anything, so it's a bit pointless, to be honest. Anyway, oh yeah, heating plants running. Need to do hops. Mushrooms are out again. Need to do. We've got compost, so that's fine. I've got the malt production running. We're running some barley malt. Barley malt, very special barley malt. We like barley malt. But yeah, so that's currently it's selling, because I can't do anything with it anyway. It's just a production. Say the sawmill was running, but it's run out. And the biogas plant. Oh yeah, we need to go visit the biogas plant. This is the new biogas plant. Wow, so there is lots to do. So what I didn't see on here was what I was looking for. Here we go, diesel factory. Okay, so I topped that up too. That was the other thing that I knew needed topping up. We've also got the iron furnace running. It's still running on the first load. So I think the amount of ore that I put at the mine might have been a little bit more than I needed, but it's okay. This will, so the plan at the moment, and that's the next thing to talk about, was always, if you've watched in the previous videos, and by the way, if you are watching this, thank you. I appreciate that most people at this point in time will be watching FS25. We'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. So thank you for watching this, because FS22 to me still is a really good game. I know FS25 looks fabulous. There's new features, blah blah. But to me, this is still a really good game, and obviously to me, this map it's pretty much all I've done on 22. Which means I haven't done as much on Silver Run as I might have wanted to. I barely touched Sri Lanka and a few other maps that I really wanted to try. And it's a shame, really. But equally, I'm getting so close on this to the point of it being finished. I'm actually really excited about it. I was a bit stale on it for a little while, because this is the only map that I've played any significant time on. Speaking of which, significant time. Meaning, and I know for some people this may not be a lot, 639 hours. I don't have that much time to play. I have other games I enjoy playing. I also got into PC gaming while this has been out, so which has just of course expanded the number of games that I can play, and actually more to the point, it's expanded the number of games I can play of a similar nature, right? In the sim arena, I've started playing Euro Truck, ATS, blah blah, right? So this is this is not necessarily me doing a jobs thing as such, because there's too much other stuff to catch you up on. So I think what we'll do, and frankly, to be fair, most of the jobs that I've got at this point in time are a bit dull, honestly. It's mainly topping stuff up, keeping the animals running, which are all fine. I sorted them out yesterday. I'll put that back then. I have no idea what I was doing with this. Maybe I just filled up the sorghum and came back and emptied it and just left it there, which is serves me right for being lazy and not tidying up. So I need to figure out what else I can do with sorghum then. I'll keep making loads of pig food to make sure that we've got enough for them. Because actually, I think right now they're the animals that everybody else is sort of topped up and running nicely. I could do with putting some bedding in for the cows. But yeah, everyone else is doing all right. Sheep are going to need to be fed in the next day or two. Yeah, so oh goodness, and there's that as well. So yeah, and the pigs, they're not too bad. Pigs, by the way, the horses have gone. I earned some off them. Frankly, I just got a little bit bored. I need to finish pruning the old vines here. I've ploughed this out because I had some stones sitting there. This is going to be expanded. We're going to put more vines across. You will see. You can sort of see. Let's do a little tour, shall we? Sorry, I'll jump through my far too many vehicles. I'm putting slurry into this and selling, but actually a really good price. Fertilizer, dry fertilizer. I need my truck. Where's my pickup? Where is it? There it is. Okay, let's go for a little drive, shall we? So, here we are at the yard. Nothing has changed here, I don't think. No, not since last time. Let's focus on the bits that I know have changed. And I'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to do as well. There's, I'm afraid, still a lot of roads that need edging, tracks that need putting in properly, all that sort of stuff. I do that when I can get the time. And the problem is, of course, it's much as I love it, and I love having a map that I've sort of crafted and, created myself. it's not as much fun as actually doing the farming, let's face it. So it's sort of secondary to getting everything else done, but there's still a bit more of that to be done. There's nothing new up that way, but you can see it. So if I stop here, I have painted some fields in. For some reason, I still need to plough them out, and I was hoping when I was doing it that actually it would mean I didn't need to plough them out, but I still need to plough them out. The workers aren't detecting them, but you can see where they are. So at the moment, it's just a field texture painted under the grass. So as you get close to them, of course, the grass covers them up, so you can't see them. But there's a field there. There's another. Did I put one in? Yes, I did. You can see it from over here. I put another one in over there next to where the vines will be. As you can see, I've still got some trees to take out of that one. And there's a field that I'd already started ploughing out here, which I painted, but again, it needs ploughing out. Workers don't detect it, so to use a worker on a field, I have to plough it anyway, which is a little bit frustrating, but hey, that's fine. Through here, I have created a track. This will be a track, because through here, this was something I've been wanting to do ever since the older version of this. We've got some little holiday cottages. This needs a lot of work, but it's, you know, it's usable at this point in time. Yeah, so there's a few little holiday cottages. Had a few weird peculiarities doing this, but it's not too bad. So we've got this little circular track, which, as you can see, yeah, needs some trees cutting. But yeah. Oh, actually, that's weird. I thought I'd already culled the trees out. I'll take that one out. Yeah, so it's a little holiday, three holiday cottages in the woods. I thought would be quite nice. So that's those, and they're generating me some money. Because remember, the whole point of this was the money. So which we'll come back to in a moment. The telehandler up there was to mark a point. I've taken some trees out there. I'm going to sort of not square off, actually triangle off that field, so it doesn't have that big scoop out. So that's another thing I've been doing, is to just some of the fields, and I've still got some more to do, but some of the fields I've started to sort of take out things that were in the way, or I've started to reshape and take out trees just to make them slightly better shapes for working in, and because I needed some wood, frankly. Oh, something has changed at the farm, and I forgot. We don't need to go this way particularly, there's nothing majorly different down here, so let's go back along this track. Sometimes there are advantages to the fact that there's no traffic. On No Man's Land, I can drive like a loon and not worry about it. I've left the horse pasture. It's okay. I get really fed up of riding horses, as anyone who's been watching me for a while will know. My trees have started to grow, my managed forestry, and it's coming on lovely. It took them ages to get going, but now they're going. And again, I still haven't put the actual track in, but now they're going. They're looking really good. I really like these. So yeah, they need to grow up a bit more. I perhaps could have had them a bit closer into the track, to be fair, but that's fine. Okay, that's that. Right. Next changes are happening. Actually, changes here haven't actually happened yet. What I've done, actually I haven't done anything here yet, but I will do, so I may as well talk about it. I'm going to remove, or at least I'm planning to probably remove that barn, that jet wash, and we'll remove the scrapped combine that's sitting in the corner of the yard, and I'll move the bale sell point into this barn that's right in front of us. Because what I want to do is actually just ease the shape of that field a little bit. It's quite awkward. It's also quite small. So I just thought, actually, you know what? Now I'm not living there and I don't need to store stuff there. That's unnecessary. So I'm just going to reshape that field a little bit, just to make it a bit easier to work and just take advantage of a bit of space. Here, big difference, which you may or may not have noticed. Actually, a couple of big differences. Don't look, don't look, don't look. I've taken out 2 of the sheep pens. They were making more wool than I needed, than I could possibly cope with, frankly, for the tailor to make cloth with. So I've taken out, sorry, 1 sheep pen. There were 3 here. 1 sheep pen and the barn that I was storing bales in, because actually I've got bale storage anyway, and with just 2 sheep pens, there's enough space to store enough bales just to immediate needs in these little spaces here. But I was getting so much wool. So again, the next thing to do here will be to reshape this field a little bit. I'm less certain what I'm going to do with this field. I might just put a big sort of curve in it or something, because it's still got to go back. There's no easy way to do it. I mean, I suppose I could just square it off completely. I don't know. I haven't really figured that out yet, but we'll see. So that needs to be done. lots of changes. Here, there is no biogas plant. Oh no, what happened to the biogas plant? I apologise, actually, what I'm about to show you, I was going to do on a video, but I needed to get on with it, and I couldn't wait. So, yeah, the biogas plant has gone. That again, this field to the left here, I will expand out into this space, so that will become a big sort of almost L-shaped field, but not quite. Sorry, we're going the wrong way down the one-way system. Sorry. Because over here where we had all this rough land, we built a brand new biogas plant. I've started to landscape it a little bit. It needs a lot more work. It's relatively basic, but it's big on spec. So yeah, so there's our malt production. So all of these have been here for a while, but because this was all derelict, they've not been in use. So we've got the malting plant, we've got the metal foundry here, and I've not been able to use them because it was derelict land. So we've made I might replace this fence ultimately with something that looks slightly less temporary, but for right now it's all we got. I put some barriers in, and this is just one open area. This needs to be re-landscaped. I made a mistake placing the bunker silo, so that's why that's weird. This all needs to be put grass in and stuff. Here is our biogas plant. I was lazy. I got the drive-in thingy. The gas burn-offy thing. No, that's the digester, isn't it? It still confuses me, this thing. Let's just give it a sec. Oh, sorry, I put autosave on because I had a few problems sometimes. Cogeneration plant, that's the one. That's the cogeneration plant. So we've got a fermenter. Don't ask me which size, can't remember. It's big enough. And it needed to be quite big, and as did the cogeneration plant, because actually I needed to make sure I could put all of the products in if I needed to. As you can see, I've got sugar beet cut, which actually needs stocking up, and plenty of silage, but I need to put some manure and some slurry in. I did actually run out of manure at some point. I have, of course, got a torch, which I'm delighted to say I've got it right, so I haven't needed to use it yet. It's around here somewhere. I love this, and it's just come out on 25 as well, but I really like this mod. It's really, really good. It took me ages to get around to using it, but there's the torch. Here's our slurry tank. Just digestate, sorry, wow, which already has 242,000 litres of digestate in it. That is insane. And we've not even started to use this. Well, we have started to use this, but we've not started to use what's in it, because it's full. I can't believe how quickly I managed to fill this. I love this mod. I've been wanting to use this since it came out, and it was a long time ago. It's a drive over bunker silo, and it is so easy to use. It's so good. It worked brilliantly. So we lift the thing up, which of course you need to do because you can level it off, and it is pretty much bang on level all the way across. And it was really getting to the point where it's spilling out. I can't remember how much I've got. Actually, it should say, right? Let's put the thing on a minute. Ooh, it doesn't say, but if I do that, it will do. 2,550,000 litres. That'll keep us going for a while. Like I said, though we have an end game, sort of, a target that we're aiming for, this all needs landscaping and clearing up and sorting out. Though we have an end game, I'm leaving the map as a playable map. I'm not planning on selling buildings, tractors, machinery, products. I'm not going to run everything down, right? This needs to be an ongoing map, because you know what? I might just want to come back to it. I've spent so much time on this map. This is my, farming has been this for the vast majority of FS22. So this is FS22 to me. This is what it is. And in some ways, I'm a little bit disappointed. It's mean that there's a lot of machinery I've not had a chance to use because I just didn't get to the point where I could afford it. Speaking of finances, before we go on, if you remember when I started this sort of secondary series, I said I needed to get back down to zero. I have paid off the first 2.5 million euros of loan. I was up to 5 million euros. I've paid off, I think, pretty much 3. I'm not sure why we're at 500 and what that 515 is. Oh no, we're at, sorry, we got down to 3 left because to get, hang on, let me think about this. I had to pay off 2, so I was almost back to 0, but to get the remaining 3, because I had a limit at one point of 3 million. Actually, I think now that's gone over because I bought more land, but so I had to wait, and then I took out a go back to 0 thing and used a couple of those to get me back to 3 million or thereabouts. It was a little bit under, but just about. And I'm already backed, and that wasn't that long ago, and I'm already back now to 2.5 million. I'm reckoning that I'll have that paid off by the end of this summer. So I'm going to do one more harvest, and that will sort of, I expect, be the end of this, I'd say, series. But that's where I shall formally say I've done what I intended to do. But it won't be finished. I probably won't have finished landscaping it. I have, however, and this is where the painting comes in, hurried along in terms of land and fields. So here we have a brand new track which goes up to this field, which is painted in. As you can see, I've already been round and ploughed the edge of it, because I thought if I get lots of snow and I can't do anything else over the winter, if I plough the edge, I'll know where the field boundaries are and I can just plough the rest out. There's another field down here that again I painted in. Again, I put in where tracks are going to be, but they all need properly landscaping, properly painting and sorting. So there's a big field there. These are big fields. The intention is that at least a couple of these I will actually put back to grass once they've been ploughed out and sorted. The mercy of these is that because they're painted, they won't have stones, and I don't have to pick up the stones as well as plough them out. But yeah, so this one again, I've edged again. As you go in, you can see I've still got trees to take out and all this sort of stuff. So I've got a plentiful supply of sawdust, chipped, yeah, you know what I mean, chipped trees, whatever. Another field here going around. So this is just a massive area of lots of fields, basically, and that's all this ever will be. Ooh, tree in the middle of the track. Lols. And that's all this ever will be. So yeah, and then field, that's that field there, that's that field there. So that's a big long field. So that a lot of, not, I wouldn't say most of, probably it might be most of, a lot of what's in that bunker silo is the grass from here, basically. But it was also, I think, at least one big field of corn and maybe something else. And then there's also another field here that goes all the way down to the river and the back of the restaurant. So these are big, pretty big fields, right? That one's a bit of an awkward shape, but again, I could cut some of those trees down and straighten it out, and I might do that. And there's the thing, so this is where I want to get to, right? So I've now got the fields in. Now it's a question of, if I want to, do I want to reshape? I could take out that little clump of trees and square that field off, you know? So these are things that to me become then ongoing, right? If I keep playing, then the little jobs that I can do to keep, you know, the wood production fed. This track now goes all the way up, all the way across this ridge, which again, as you can see, got a few trees and some few awkward places. I might need to smooth it out once those trees have come out. And now you get a good view of what we're looking at. And actually, it's pretty impressive when you look at it, how far you can see across there. So this forest is where our holiday homes are. So that's, is it? I think, yes. No, it's not. Oh my goodness, no, we're not even there yet. This is just behind the sawmill. There's the sawmill down there. Yeah, so you get a really good view. Sorry, I should take that off. Talking about good views. There we go. Let's get rid of that and all. Ooh, snow's coming. Yeah, you get a good view. All right, low detail of, you know, some of the production areas and the sawmill and the river and the bridges and the restaurant and all that sort of stuff. There's the cow barn over there, the water production facility. Some of the chickens are just out of view to be sort of put in, draw distance and all that. But this track goes all the way up. So I now own, I think, the entire map. So, you know, in that 2.5 million that I've got left of my 5, that also includes buying out the rest of all of this, which I didn't have before. I didn't think I missed one. And that's it. We go all the way around the map. Could put more fields in on this slope. I did talk about Italian fields can actually be quite steep. So given that's supposed to be my quote unquote Italian hilltop farm, let's hope the bridge is still there. Yes, it is. Pops in 2 sections. Excellent. And ideally, of course, this all needs re-edging, but all of that track will be this texture, and it will, you know, and the nice thing would be to do, which I won't be able to do because I'd have to play it forever, would be to cut down more trees so that I've got enough tree capacity to plant more trees in here. So this is a really thick forest, and do that at least partially either side of the bridge. But that's a lot of trees that need to go in and grow, and that means that a lot of trees that I need to cut down. It's, yeah, you know. So yeah, so now this track goes all the way along behind the back, all the way along this edge of the map and down the other side. Whoa, physics starts to go a bit weird as it goes downhill. I haven't yet put fields into this section. I've thought about it. I haven't decided exactly what to do. Whoa, we're a bit widdly, sorry. But yeah, so I've left that for now. That's just sort of natural, as you might say. Not rewilded, but pre-wilded. And that's it. That's all the changes anyway. I think all of the other fields, let me just have a quick look at the map. I think all of the other fields, so I do own everything now, right? Yeah. I think all of these fields down in this bottom bit, I think you'd already seen, and anyway, we'll be harvesting them hopefully on video at some point. But yeah, so lots to do. Slightly confused as to why although I've ploughed these fields out, they're still showing us having crops in, and I don't know if that's just it starting to struggle a little bit because of the amount that's on here. Slot wise, I'm still not too bad, but yeah, you can see, you know, the size of some of these fields. They're pretty big. This one's a funny shape, so yeah, the idea would be probably to straighten that off and then just take it up a bit more sort of diagonally. But yeah, so that's the map really. That's where we are. It's the update. Basically at this point in time, I'm ploughing out the fields that need ploughing before I can plant them. I'm hoping, of course, to have all of the fields, including the new ones, all ploughed out by March, ready for planting time. I'm also hoping that by March I'll be able to sell some of, I mean, I can certainly get rid of this one last greenhouse. Of course, I now also need to decide what I'm going to do with this space here. I could sort of recover it a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that, actually. I suppose I could just put some of Jim's greenhouses in, to be fair. But yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, so hopefully by March, and then if I sell that greenhouse, and I'll make a call on a tofu plant at some point, then I should be in a position to put at least some root crops in, because I've not really done that much root crops either on 22 rather. But yeah, that's where we are. Briefly, because I dread to think how long I've been recording now, in terms of 25, actually let's do something while we're talking. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, sorry, my bad. I bought the collector's edition. According to the recommended specs on Steam, my laptop should run Farming Simulator 25 no issues. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be very well optimized, and I can run it on Ultra, and it copes. It was a bit dodgy to start with, but actually it's settled in. I'm assuming they've perhaps made some updates that have improved it. I have recorded some test footage which I might put out as a video, and I'd appreciate feedback. Basically, to run it and record, and I would really like to, because actually, you know what, I actually really like the game. I'm actually really getting into it, and it's a long time since I played a Giants map for any length of time. I'm really enjoying both. I've sort of started to Pantai, though I was hoping to do a let's play on that, so I'm not getting too into it, but I'm just playing Riverbend Springs, and that's what the footage is on, and it seems to be going good. But to be able to record and it play, I have to really reduce the settings quite drastically. I'm now on to record, and I'll keep testing and coming and reducing. I've reduced everything to 100%. That was at 300-400 on the graphic settings, and I'm playing at a high graphic standard, and then reduced it. it's not great. But I'll put the footage out. If people are interested and think they'll watch it, then I'll do some recording. I think to me it's just a bit of a shame, because I'd love to put it out. I'm really enthused by it, actually. I'm really just enjoying just playing the game, and I suppose it's nice that, unlike No Man's Land, which has got a bit big in terms of I have to think about what I need to do next, and it feels like I've had time pressure to get it done, right, because of the release of 25. So it's sort of taken some of the enjoyment out. So just to get on a map and just play, I'm actually really enjoying. I'm not enjoying this, don't get me wrong, but I've just made a bit too much of a big thing of it. But yeah, so I'd love to record it, I'd love to share it, but in some ways it looks so good at max settings, it seems a little bit of a shame not to show it off at its best. But I know that no one will just be watching me play it, so you'll see that from others. I may, once I'm settled and I've got my study sorted out, I might get myself a gaming PC tower, because I have really got into my PC gaming again. And then it'll be fine, right? But that may not be for, I don't know, 12 months or so, plus maybe even more. So let me know what you think. I'll put out the video. Appreciate any thoughts, comments, whatever. See the footage, see how it looks. Let me know what you think, and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, that was it really. Just a bit of a, I say the jobs I'm doing at the moment, they're all a bit repetitive. It's all load ploughing and stone picking, and well, this actually is the only thing that isn't. So, but I'll record when I can. It's going to be a bit hit and miss, but I do want to get some stuff out. I start work in January, so now's the time really, because it's going to get even more difficult after that. So yeah, I hope to put another one out in the next couple of weeks. If I don't, for whatever reason, then I'll take the opportunity now to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to everyone out there. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope everyone is well and enjoying the run up to Christmas, and I hope to see you all again sometime very soon. As always, like, subscriptions very much appreciated, and take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.